Page 219, this is a review of Unit 17. The top of the page there on the left-hand side, they give you some objectives and a whole lot of stuff, the stuff you're going to do. All right, yeah, 18. The bottom of the page, they get into that stuff you're going to do. So I'm going to talk about the bottom of the page. Practicing harmonic minor scales, what they call Group 1. Now, I approach it differently, but this is the way the book does it, so we'll talk about this. In Group 1 keys, all of these scales are starting on a white key. The A, E, D, G, C. For some reason, they're not doing the B minor. I don't know, whatever, that's what they've got. But they're minor, remember. So the A is relative to C. You got to go up a minor third to find out. So you're going to do that. You're going to do the minor scales of there. Okay. The E minor is relative, go up minor third. It's relative to G major, so it's got one sharp. And then the D minor is relative to F major. It's got one flat. And then the C minor is relative to E flat major. So that's here. So, and that's what they're calling their Group 1. I have scale videos on all these things, and I prefer it the way I do in the scale video. So I would do it by key signature. So in that first one where they give you an A minor, I would be from the C major. You do C major and A minor both. You do the key signature. And the same with all these others. On page 220 at the top, they have the arpeggios, which is you just take the starting note in whatever key you're in, E minor, and it's 1, 3, and 5 of the scale, and they're all going to be minor chords. And a minor key, the one chord is a minor chord. And that's what you're doing here. Yeah. I have arpeggio videos, and I prefer to do it the way I do in the arpeggio video there too. Modulating from tonic to dominant. Okay. Like in C, we could be in C major, or we're going to modulate then to G major, because G is dominant of C major. Or I could be in G major, and I modulate to D major, because that's dominant of G major, whichever. The chords are built in. We're going to use a chord where the notes are common to both keys, and use that as our pivot. Let's take a look at here on page 220 of this music. We're in C major here, and it's a 1 chord. 5/7 chord, 1, and now the magic happens. We have a 6 chord in C major, 6 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is here. But that 6 chord in C major is a 2 chord in G major. It's the same chord. It's common to both keys, so we can use that to pivot into the, so in that 4th measure, and now we're thinking G major. So in the next one, that 1, 6, 4, that's in G major, a G chord here, and then 5, 7 in G major, and a 1 in G major. So we went from C major to G major by using that pivot. There's other ways of doing it, but this is a neat way of doing it. It just kind of goes into it. It blends in so nicely you don't hardly even realize you changed keys, but you did. That works that way. They got these 4 other keys. Let's try another one. You got G major. Well, in G major, we're going to pivot now to D major. We're going to use the same chord numbers in G major. I'll come down here. So the first chord, and then the 6th chord. All we did is change the middle note. And the D chord. Then we go into D major. Now, let's do the bottom one. Here we're not going to the dominant, we're going to go to the subdominant. So instead of the 5 chord, we're going to go to the 4 chord. And 4 in C major, 4 would be an F, that's 1 flat. So we're going to modulate from C major to F major, we're going to add a flat. And the thing to do is this is the 3rd measure chord, that's the 1. So we have C major, and then in C major, the 1 one chord is actually it. That's the magic chord, because in C major, it's a 1 chord. In F major, it's a 5 chord. Same notes, same chord. So we can go just back and forth between the 2 keys with this. F major, everybody happy? Let's do another one. So in G major, now we're going to go into C major. We're going to take that flat away, or sharp away, excuse me, take the sharp away. So and the 1 chord of G major is also the 5 chord of C major, right? That's the 5 chord of C major. And I add the 7th to it, which is an F natural. And then I want a 1 chord in C major. I'm in C major now. 5, 5, and then a 1. C major. I get so confused on these, so I have to go slow, and I just let the music take care of it. Just give me the notes and I'll play those. But we went from the tonic to the subdominant in the bottom. We went from tonic to dominant at the top. But we let the chords take us there. And we used a common chord in each one to get us there. There are other ways of doing it, but this is a nice way too.